Hello! Today I am going to show you how to create a lead generation form on WordPress.com. So this is what we're going to make, and the purpose of a lead generation form is to collect information from a visitor in exchange for some kind of freebie, like a PDF file, or if you work in real estate, for example, a properties list, or if you're a content creator, perhaps a downloadable guide on how to get more followers or something like that. It can be used in many different ways, but the premise, the basic thing is that you are getting a visitor's information, ideally their email, and you're going to give them something in exchange for that. And this is how we're going to do it. And I'm going to show you how to create it. It's very simple. So we are here in the WordPress.com default dashboard. We are going to start by going to Site, Pages, Add New Page. And in this example, I'm just going to use real estate. And we are going to label our page Properties List. And we are going to start off by adding a cover block. The cover block is going to allow us to add an image as a background and then add some text on top of it. And in this case, we're going to have some text in one column and a form in another column. So we're going to start by selecting media. I'm going to go to Media Library. I'm going to select this image that I already have uploaded here, insert, and by default it's going to be in this sort of small square orientation. So if you click preview, this is not exactly how we want it, so we're gonna go to the block settings, and over here there are alignment settings, and we're going to go full width. So as you can see, the image is now full width. We can also change and modify the height by hovering over the block, and then there's going to be a blue bar here. If you click and drag that down, you can increase the height like so. I'm gonna want this a little bit bigger, so drag that down. And that's looking more like how we want it. So now, inside the cover block, we're gonna add a layout grid. And for this, we're gonna select two columns. And so here we have 1 and 2. So in the first column, we're going to insert a heading block. So I'm going to copy this text. And then I'm going to click this plus sign, search for heading, paste that there. Below that, we are going to paste in this copy. And by default, it's going to be put into paragraph blocks. So as you can see, these are paragraph blocks, and that's exactly what we want. In the second column, we have a form. So for that, we are going to click this plus sign, search for form. And for type, we're going to use registration form. And the default registration form has pretty much all the fields that we want. We're going to start with the name. And I'm going to make this 50%. I'm going to have the phone number as the second field. I'm going to set that to 50% so that it's half and half here. I'm going to change this to required. I'm going to get rid of this just so that it says phone. Email, we want that, so that's going to stay. This field here, I don't want this, so remove block. And then this last field, we're going to keep that. And I'm just going to modify the text by copying and pasting this in here. For the button, instead of send, I'm going to just modify that to say submit. And we are almost finished. What we want to do now is select the form so that we can get to the settings here. And then on submission, we want this to redirect to another web page. And in this case, it's going to be a thank you page, which is the page where the visitor can download the file that we're offering them. So in this case, I already created that page. And when you create a page, you can just search for it and it will populate here in this case. So I created a thank you page. As you can see, it's my URL /thank you. And that's it, really. So let's preview that. There we go. So let's go ahead and publish this page. And what I'm going to do now is show you what happens when a visitor fills out this information. So for example, if we were to type in John, phone number, let's just say 1, 2, 3, email, and this is an optional field where they can type in what their desired property is, the details, and then when we click submit, it's going to take us to the thank you page that I created here. As you can see, it's very bare bones, but you can create it however you like. The main thing is that you have your thank you message here, description of what the visitor is supposed to do, in this case download the file, and what I have here is a button which links to the PDF file, which you can upload directly to your website. And that's it.